Do you remember my very dirty Devil DD6001? A very strange and very clunky looking machine, which I would have first featured many years ago. Well, we are in the modern age now. I bought it down from the loft and I gave it a restoration. How good is it? I don't know. How nice is it to use? I'm not sure. We've got to fit a belt, check what it looks like now, and see how it works. So, let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and dirt devil chums. How are you today? Yeah, I don't even fully remember where I picked this one up from. I'm going to have to watch the before video myself, because yeah, this has been around forever. Sat in the loft, patiently awaiting its turn. We featured a fair few dirt devils on this channel, but this one, I think, unless someone's going to correct me, is the most original, the most actually not based on something else. We've had a Turbo Power 2 clone, we've had an Electrolux Contour clone. This is almost, mostly, I mean, it is its own thing. I mean, it has a back saver type handle. It does lean back quite a lot. That's just sort of what it does. The bottom end is sort of Panasonic in many ways. But yeah, the whole thing is, you know, itself, the tools, they're quite Panasonic, but a bit different. This horrible hose setup I've never seen anywhere else, thank goodness. It's original. And they obviously did do a decent spec version, because under this piece of trim, I don't know if I can pick it off in my fingernails, I can't, I'll put a photo up, is the min-max for a power slider. So there would have been some sort of thumb-controlled power slider for a higher specification version. Then we also have the hose, which, yep, this is the hose that came with the machine. It's still the same hose, a non-stretch hose, with the weird thing that if you sort of put it apart, a lot of it sits in there. And if I don't sit that in there, the whole thing is then too long for it to fit onto this top hook. So, and I did try and replace the hose. I couldn't find anything that would fit the ends, even the DC04 hose, sadly. And yeah, this clips into there like so. It is horrible. There is no, I presume there would have been another extension tube and a crevice tool in there, and then these tools all have the, you can put the crevice tool into there to make it longer, but they do not have that. So all we have is this, like so, and then I'll actually probably have to put some tape on there, because there's a big bleed hole there, I presume, because the original extension one would have fitted over the thing. So yeah, we're working with what we've got slightly, I'm afraid. Let's have a closer look at the back of the machine. Back here is fairly decent. Sadly, we have a few issues there. We shall remove or rotate even the top cord hook, drop the cable, and yeah, we've got a broken clip holder there. There's another one somewhere else, so that's a bit of a shame. There was no release valve at all when we first got it, because that's why we have masking tape on it. I do remember that. So I filled it with hot glue and a Q-bond, and sadly this bottom hook, well, it was broken anyway. That was annoying. And then it broke some more, so this is now glued and fixed into place. But it's just big enough still for the cable to wrap around it. So that is very good. And then, yeah, we have our horrible looking upholstery tool. That's going to be... It's not going to be very pleasant to use. And yeah, that's sort of the top end of the back. If we come round to the front, well, we have the machine. If I recline it ever so slightly, that back foot indicator is actually an LED, well, it's an LED on a little PCB. It's not a piston or anything like that, so that's quite cool. There is this stair cleaning handle which comes down from there, and I don't know how it's supposed to work, because like you don't have the machine. It's either to help it not push forwards, but that doesn't do anything anyway. Or, I don't know, you can't hang it by it, it's horrible to pick it up by it. I don't quite know what this handle is for. You will have to comment down below if you know, or you're going to fall off now. Where were we? We were reclining. Because we can open the back door, where we find modification number 1, which is this bag, which is actually a Vax New Wave bag. Where is it? There it is, look. Ta-da! Fits absolutely perfectly. There is the inside of our valve, all nice and ugly and sealed up. The filter that came with the machine, one is in there. Oh, put that back on. And then the other one is actually under here, look. You pull this out, and then this little box contains, I mean, it's ever such good quality, look, 2 coarse scouring pads, pretty much. That is the air filtration in the 1990s. So, yeah, very nice indeed. All this looks very good, very good. Right, let's move on to underneath, and we have to find a belt, because I haven't done that yet. It needs one. Okay, so underneath our Dirty Devil is now very, very clean. The base plate lifts off. There is a foam gasket all around here, which is in beautiful condition. Then we can remove, this is very much the interesting bit, a nice-ish, it's had a massive chunk taken out of it, wooden brush roll with incredibly stiff bristles. I mean, that's almost Vax Air quality. So I am hopeful-ish. Then we remove another screw, and actually I forgot to put this on when I reassembled the thing. So this is what we're going to do now. This long screw here is what stops the belt from rubbing up against everything else. And talking of the belt, this is the one I think that came out of it. No, it's not. I don't have the one that came out of it. This is one of the ones, I've got lots here, that are probably going to go back into it, because again, it's fairly generic. I mean, look, this is for a Sanyo. Yet doesn't that bottom end look very similar to this? The whole way this clips in is very Panasonic. The same with that end. So, you know, it all have come from somewhere. Someone will know where this comes from. Well, that actually works quite well. You'll do random belt that probably came from something else. Ow. Right, you're clipped in. You're clipped in. Ow. Yeah. Rotate the brush roll. This was this thing's problem. The belt was really bad on it before. So hopefully that will do. Then there is a hook on here which hooks under that part, and then I can do all of the screws up. We can plug it in, turn it on, and I'll show you how it works now. Now this thing wasn't terrible to begin with. I don't believe it was alright-ish. So let's see how much better it is now. Obviously we have a HEPA flow and all the filters have been washed and all the seals are clean. Let's see how she runs. Yes, that's got some decent power to it, actually. And annoyingly, yeah, that is constantly open because it covers, well, it covers, it goes above there too. So let me just fix that. There we go. That'll help loads. Okie dokie. Let's see how mediocre this is. Oh, it's not. Oh, wow. I love it. that didn't do that before. That skimmed the top of the carpet before. Oh, it is lovely. That is excellent news. Let's just check and make sure that the bag hasn't fallen off inside. Oh, no, but, oh, aye. They're not very good, are they? Crikey, no wonder the Vax new wafer's a massive failure. And look, I haven't done a screw up here either. God, I am slacking. Well, there's not a great deal I can sadly do. There we go. About the bags, to be honest, because, well, that just is the bags. We're just going to have to be careful. It's probably on par with the paper ones. I might try and bodge something a little bit better on another time. But, oh, not after I've done some more vacuuming. That's really, 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 really good. Wow, that was actually, dare I say it, quite nice. I wasn't expecting that. This thing was awful before. I gave it a quick run over the other day before I filled it apart because it had been so long since I'd used it. And it just skimmed over the front. I reckon I must have adjusted something and now it works properly. Okay, I mean, bless it, it's a bit broken. It's a bit tatty, but you know, the flex fits on the machine fine. I mean, that could be an awful lot worse, couldn't it, for being broken? It's really nice to use with this back saver handle. The brush roll is really stiff. I think its main letdown actually is the bags, and that's not even its fault. Look at the state of that. You can see it coming out the front. So, need to find some better bags. Fair enough. That's not going to be difficult. Probably to bodge a HEPA flow onto there at some point. But, you know, all in all, for carpet at least, I don't mind that at all. I mean, I wonder if they ever did a headlight version, because this bit just comes straight off. And, but can we do that now? I don't know. If I have a small little screwdriver to show you how to do. You just pop off. And look, isn't that not a lens holder? Cubby hole window, there's no wiring going to it at all. But yeah, this should be a headlight lens really. I wonder in what country it was. Oh, this was quite difficult to line up before. There we go, I did it. Yeah, okay, expectations change. Have you ever used one of these? What did you think of it? Because I actually quite like this now. This might have to hang around and be a vacuum of the month 1 month. I don't know. But it's not kicking around in the loft. Filthy, disgusting and horrible anymore, and I have tried a vacuum cleaner that I actually really, really like, so that's nice, isn't it? What do you think? Let me know down below. But until the next disaster to delight, I will see you soon. Bye bye.